Hello children, let's start chapter number 2, acids, bases and salts. First term of the chapter, compounds. Compounds are formed by the combination of two or more elements and remain in definite proportion in a chemical substance or in a compound. A compound may be acid or base or salt. Acids, you all know, sour in taste, produce hydrogen ions in aqueous solution and change blue litmus to red. Whereas base is soapy to touch or bitter in taste, produce hydroxyl ion in aqueous solution and change red litmus to blue. Salts, generally crystalline, formed by the combination of acid or base and they may be acidic, they may be basic or neutral depending upon the acid and base by which they are forming. Now next question is, if I am provided two solutions, both are colorless but one is acid, another is base, how to identify which one is acidic and which one is base? There are certain chemical substances or mixture of chemical substances which used to identify the nature of solution. That means they used to identify by changing its color or odor whether the given compound is acid or base. Such substances are called indicators. They indicates the given solution is acid or base by changing its color or odor. In our course, there are three types of indicators: natural indicators, olfactory indicators and synthetic indicators. Natural indicators are those which occurs naturally. Number one is turmeric. Turmeric is indicator when it is coming in contact with basic solution, it changes its color and which is red. And when it is coming in contact with acidic solution, it remains unaffected. That means it remains yellow in color. Second example, litmus. Litmus is extracted from lichen plant, belongs to Thallophyta group. Acid turns blue litmus red and base turn red litmus blue. Third, natural indicator is red cabbage leaf. Petunia petals, geranium petals and hydrangea petals are also natural indicators. Next, synthetic indicators are the chemical substances which are produced in chemical laboratory. First example is phenolphthalein. It is denoted by HPH. Its original color is colorless. When phenolphthalein when 1 or 2 drop phenolphthalein solution is added in basic solution, the basic solution becomes pink in color, and when 1 or 2 drop of phenolphthalein is added in aqueous solution of acid, it remains unchanged, that is colorless. Second synthetic indicator, methyl orange, denoted by MEOH. Its original color is orange. When methyl orange is added in acidic solution, it becomes red in color and remains yellow in basic solution. Third indicator is universal indicator. Original color of universal indicator is dark green. It becomes blue or violet in basic solution, and when it is added in acidic solution, it becomes red or orange depending on the concentration of acid or base. Next type of indicator is olfactory indicator. Olfactory indicator, as its name, it works on smell. Those substances whose smell or odor changes in acidic or basic solution are called olfactory indicators. Example number 1, if we take onion extract and onion extract is added in basic solution, the smell of onion extract disappears. Whereas when onion extract is added in acidic solution, the smell remains unchanged. Another example, smell of vanilla. When vanilla is added in basic solution, its smell disappears, whereas it remains unchanged in acidic solution. Third olfactory indicator is clove oil. Clove oil smells as such in presence of acid, but the smell of clove oil disappears when it is kept in basic solution. So children, these all are the indicators we have learned. Please go through these slides one more time, and notes for the same topic I'll be sending through Top School, which should be noted in your chemistry notebook. Thank you.